Hey guys, so it's RPW here. I wanted to do a really quick video for everyone and show them what they can do to prepare for the feeding event. I believe the feeding event is going to come up on the first week of March. I believe it's going to be the first event of the season. I don't know. This is, of course, just a prediction. So, let me show you what I'm doing to prepare for this event and what everybody else can do too. So if you come into my roster here, you're going to see all these dragons with orange, and you're going to see a few that don't have orange, like for example this one. He still has a 5x multiplier, and what thing I would do with this is I would do an XP run with him. I suggest you at least pick 4 dragons, and that every day you run those 4 dragons at least once with that 5x multiplier on them, so that you can gain as much XP as possible. The really fantastic thing is, since the last feeding event, a lot of your dragons are going to be easier to train that are in the back. So if you have any dragons back here in the back that can use some XP, we'll use Septus for example here. He's an orange dragon. An orange dragon is going to gain XP pretty quickly with my new level up. So it's not going to really take much. So if you go and you look at him, to give you an idea, he needs to go up another 3 levels to be experted. I did use him in my last feeding event, but if you also notice, he needs 242 to go to the next, and I only have about 431k. So it's pretty safe to say that I can do a few more runs with him, maybe get him at about 700k XP built up, and then I should be pretty good to be able to train him to the max during the feeding event. So you can just kind of go through your dragons and kind of do the same thing, kind of think, well, it's going to go up about 30%. So for example, with this one, I know he needs 373 to go 1 more expert. So I know once I get to that much, I'm done. If I go over to Consurgens can go up another 15 levels, which means he's got a lot of XP I can build up on him. I don't have to worry about overdoing his XP. So, for those of you that are new to this event, that haven't done the feeding event, it's just like the building event. Whenever we do the fortification, how we'll go in, we'll build or whatever, and we'll gain points by going into the little triangle. It's going to show us what the points are. In this particular event, the feeding event, every time you feed your dragon, you get points. I believe it's like every 20 pieces of food is equal to 1 point. And every time that you transfer XP with rubies, it's like 10 points for every 1 ruby spent. I don't think that's worth it, personally, but you do what you want. Another thing I'd like to point out, of course, is if you go over to your storage HUD, which I can't click on right now, you can actually put a food booster up here at the top. I'll go back into it, is where your food packs are at. Also, I want to point out, unless you need those for the breeding event, don't use those. Save those back for the feeding event. Those of you that need to do things for your breeding event, don't ignore that just for the feeding event. For example, if you need to get a dragon to breedable, or you need to feed a dragon to get it to breedable, I get it. But otherwise, save it for the feeding event. I hope this helps, and happy prepping, guys. If you have any extra questions, feel free to email me or any of the officers on the team, and we will do our best to answer it for you. Until next time, bye.